This is Happy Fun Time Sports.
Welcome to Happy Fun Time Sports, presented by DodgersNation.com. We're blue, dabba-dee, dabba-da. I'm Kevin.
I'm FRG, and on today's show, we'll talk bold predictions.
We'll have our Bays of the Week.
I'll be the FRGM.
And we'll do Dodgers News Lightning Round. But first, very sexy lightning round. First, a word from our sponsor. When FRG and I do this show, we're usually either tired, angry, or just high as balls. So generally, we need something to wake us up a bit. However, ordinary coffee just won't do. Instead, we head to 85 Degrees Bakery and Cafe to get our favorite sea salt iced coffee. Provides the pick-me-up/hangover cure that FRG and I both so desperately need. They have 23 locations in the LA area, so there's likely one near you. Head to 85cbakerycafe.com to find the location closest to you. 85 Degrees Bakery and Cafe.
Is that 85 Degrees Bakery Cafe?
That is 85 Degrees Bakery Cafe.
I'm glad we went there before the show.
Yeah, it was
delicious. As you can see, I'm sweating bullets because the coffee is like rushing through me.
Absolutely.
Anyways, I say we're going to introduce something today. We're going to introduce our new lightning round. That's where we talk about news and highlights from this week in camp. So go ahead and lead us off.
All right. First on the agenda, 25 Dodgers are sick and or dead/missing from the Black Plague.
Yep. They also, about 3 of them had ghosts in their blood, so there's a witch doctor coming in from Milan.
I did hear that, yes.
Milan,
I believe it's a member of Kenley Jansen's family.
Yep, because he's Milanian?
Something. He is something. Spring training record currently through today, which is 3-2, March 2nd, is 3-5-1, the most hockey record I have ever seen in baseball.
Trade them all. Just trade them all.
Everybody. They suck.
And we had a little bit more help today as Tom Kohler luckily left Friday's game, which is today, with an apparent shoulder injury. He, of course, was firing for that Joe Blanton, Brandon Morrow type 9th or 8th inning role.
Yeah.
He's going to undergo an MRI this weekend, and hopefully everything turns out terrible.
It was very sad because he was dealing. I mean, 4 batters.
Home run.
2 walks.
2 walks. I think he got 1 out. 1 out, though.
That is a guy that is going to supplant Kenley Jansen.
That pays you.
That
also,
does.
Exciting news in Los Angeles as the Dodgers are inching towards potentially hosting their first All-Star game in almost 40 years, since 1980. And this has been confirmed by the front office with Stan Kasten et al. So that would be cool because, I think you were only about 15 at the time.
I was, yes. It's really depressing to hear that 1980 was 40 years ago almost.
Yes, right?
Dodgers are about 3 inches away, so we're pretty, they're getting close.
Yeah.
Pretty excited.
We'll give you 3 inches.
This week on Dodger Nation, they put out an article that was 5 bold predictions for spring training.
Yeah,
which was really interesting, and so
it was different.
It was
different. You don't see a lot of that, people actually having their opinion of a bold prediction. I like that. I want to do more of that too.
I do like bold predictions, and you know what? I was thinking about that. So this is a segment that we're going to call Out of Left Field, where we're going to go through those predictions. We're going to give our. Yes, well played. We're going to give our predictions as well after going through the Dodger Nation predictions. So you'll have the five bold predictions from the Dodger Nation article, and then FRG and I will each give 3 bold predictions as well. So let's start.
I like it.
I like it too. Number 1, Kenta Maeda will break camp in the bullpen. What do you think on this one?
I'm saying no. Well, I can see it being a thing, but it's going to be between Maeda and Ross Stripling. Those guys are going to get that right-handed pitcher spot in the rotation. And just because, you know what? He did Maeda. Maeda did good out of the pen in the postseason.
Maeda did good.
Maeda did good in the postseason.
He did good.
But, you have him built up as a starter for so long. Let him stay in the rotation. Stripling, you stay in the pen.
I have to disagree with you on this one because
You're wrong.
you are an ignorant slut.
Thank you. I was hoping you would notice.
So here's the thing. Kenta Maeda was absolutely dominant. And you touched on this. He was absolutely dominant out of the pen during the playoffs. And my thought process is here, look, we lost our setup guy.
Yeah.
You know, we lost him. He's gone. I won't even speak his name because he left and he's a goddamn traitor.
Talking about the Cubs closer, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So there is now a major void, and we saw last year just how important that eighth inning setup guy is.
I mean, every season it's important.
It
but
is.
Yeah,
It
you
is.
need that guy.
We do, and I think Maeda is that guy. He now is. He was never terribly effective as a starter.
No.
He was okay, but why put him back in that role where he's okay when he's clearly a setup guy now?
Yeah, and Doc Roberts was talking about it too. Like you looked at, and I've always been a big hater on Maeda because of his lack of conviction from pitch to pitch.
You're a hiater.
I'm a hiater.
You're a hiater.
Yes, and you saw the conviction he had. He wanted to finish these pitches, and he did. He finished these pitches in the postseason.
He absolutely
and
did.
yeah, he was outright dominant in his short time being a reliever. So I could see people wanting that.
Yeah, I want it.
You want Maeda?
I want Maeda.
Ooh, baby.
Number 2, the Dodgers will acquire a right-handed starter. Remember, these are the spring training bold predictions. So this assumes that we get a right-handed starter sometime in the next couple weeks. FRG?
Well, we got like 3 weeks left. I'm saying no.
All right.
I'm questioning who, and it's not going to be a free agent because they all have the qualifying offer attached. And if we made it this far, they're not going to do it. Chris Archer. That's it. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes because I do think that Tampa Bay is at the point where they're blowing it up. I think the Dodgers prospects right now, at least in the first week, are showing a lot, and I think it's making them attractive. And I think this is a time where Friedman or Fraudman is able to go through and can talk them into a deal. I really think that's there's a really good chance that's going to happen in the next couple weeks. I think we're going to see
putting a friendly
Chris
wager
Archer.
on it?
Sorry?
Putting a friendly wager on it?
Sure.
Next bottle. The next bottle.
Next bottle of Glenfiddich, which, by the way, we are drinking this evening.
Salud.
Cheers.
So number 3.
Number 3 is a bold prediction. Number 3 is that Trace Thompson will break camp with the Dodgers.
Pardon my French, but hell no. Hell no.
Yeah. No effing way.
There's not a chance. I'm saying he's going to be traded before the Freeway Series. It just has to happen.
I can see that.
There's too many better people in front of him. You got Tolles, you still got Kemp.
Yeah.
You got Peterson trying to get his job back. There's Taylor, even Kike, Verdugo. There's so many names that could be a thing. So, no.
I'm going to say he signs with the Warriors.
Get that family together, baby.
I like that. I like it. Number 4 is not super bold, but I like that they put it in there. Matt Kemp will not be the left field starter. I agree. I don't think he will be the left field starter. As you just mentioned, there is a lot of talent there. I don't see a situation unless he just absolutely tears it up in spring training on offense and defense. I don't see a situation. And even then, if he does, I think that makes him incredibly tradable.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, I think that's – I just don't see it. I don't see it.
I could see the trade happening with him. That's what they want to happen, but I see it happening. Right now, with where we're at, there are people – nobody in baseball wants Matt Kemp. He is an abyss of a player. People do not want to pick him up. I say it's going to happen because who are we playing on opening day? Yes, the lovely Giants of San Francisco.
Yes,
and who is their
ones.
Ace? Madison Bumgarner. Left-handed pitcher. Kemp is supposed to crush lefties.
True.
We will see you on opening day, number 27.
I can see that.
Yes.
All right, last one. The Dodgers will lead spring training in home runs. I like that, but the Yankees exist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely are not. The Yankees exist. Maybe the Cactus League. Maybe they could lead the Cactus League.
I think they'll lead the Cactus League. I don't think they lead all of spring training in the major leagues.
No,
I don't see
definitely
it.
not.
No. Not with that lineup. Not a chance. All right, so let's move on. We went through those bold predictions. We agreed on a couple. We disagreed on a couple. Let's start with FRG. FRG, what are your 3 bold predictions for spring training for the Dodgers?
So I've got bold predictions, and I'm calling them bold, and I hope I'm wrong on some of them. I'll do them quick. I say Chris Taylor will regress. Jock Peterson, this is my number 2. Jock Peterson will reclaim center field, and Kemp is going to outperform Andrew Tolles and definitely stay on the roster for much more of the season, if not the entire season. Those are my 3.
Interesting. I also have 3 bold predictions. So number 1, Clayton Kershaw will start on opening day. Ooh. I know that this is a hot take. Man, I realize that.
That is.
I know a lot of people are hoping for a Ross Stripling opening day start against Madison Bumgarner. That's the dream matchup. Nay.
Or maybe even Fernando, right?
Maybe even bringing back Fernando. I'm saying Clayton Kershaw. Number 2, Cody Bellinger during spring training will develop pubes. It's going to happen. He's at an age where it's going to happen. Cody Bellinger, once you get him, congratulations. And my final bold prediction for this offseason is that I will buy a dog and name him Yasiel Pug. Stay tuned for that. But I like it. Thank you. Those are our bold predictions for spring training for the Dodgers.
'Twas quite glorious.
'Twas quite glorious.
Yes.
Now it's time for Bay of the Week.
Bay of the Week.
I hope that in post-production we actually have a cool sound effect for that.
We got it. We'll make it. We'll make it happen.
Cool.
We got a guy. I'm the guy.
Well, I'm going to start out with my Bay of the Week. I'm going to say Chris Taylor or Baylor.
Oh.
Chris Taylor.
Christ Baylord.
Christ Baylord of the 364 batting average this week with a 1.045 OPS and 4 walks in 11 plate appearances. The dude is picking up exactly where he left off last year.
And all that going on for him.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ladies, you're welcome.
And I got one even better. Better. Maybe not. My Bay of the Week, Kyle Farmer, because I couldn't find the video. I was desperately trying, but here's a picture of Kyle Farmer looking desperately like his car is being towed.
I think it was.
That's me in post-production, by the way. There was this beautiful video of, and by the way, I mean, Farmer's done great the spring so far. He was leading the team in hits coming into today. But
yeah, he's a 36-year-old rookie. Not bad.
I don't remember who recorded the video on Instagram, but they show Farmer topless. We'll say he was topless. Scandal in the men's locker room at Dodger Stadium or at Camelback Ranch. But he was eating his pregame snack, which was
I saw
he was
that.
scooping peanut butter out and putting it on his banana and eating the banana and scooping it. So if you have that, please at me. I'm real FRG. At me. I need that.
You got to send that to us.
My private collection. Yeah, exactly.
I like that. So you're going with his batting average is banana peanut butter?
Yes. He is bananas, BANANAS.
I like it.
Did I spell that right?
You probably didn't. We'll fix that in post.
California Public Schools.
Now, to take a break real quick, you might be surprised to learn that the Dodgers don't actually play every single day of the week. They occasionally have a day off where the rest of us have to figure out what the hell to do with ourselves. So instead of just hanging out at home, crying in the fetal position on the floor, get a group together and head to Escape Room LA. So I recently went and I did the room called The Detective, and it was awesome. I thought I was going to be terrible at it, but I ended up solving a few puzzles.
So proud of you.
And solved a few of the clues. What was that?
So proud of you.
So, thank you. It was amazing. I was awesome. I am amazing. So how this generally works is they put together a group of 12 people. My group actually had 6 out of those 12 people. And you have an hour to solve a variety of clues to escape the room. Each room is themed, and there are different themes being introduced all the time, which is really cool. The building is located right in downtown LA, and there are some awesome hot dog vendors right around there, so win-win. So just log on to escaperoomla.com and you can buy tickets, set things up. It's a great date night. If your date is really stupid, though, maybe do something else.
Oh, so you're not taking me?
I am not taking you.
So, JD Martinez finally landed in Boston, which is great because Boston is not Arizona. It's also great if you're a baseball fan because that AL East is going to be something fun to watch with Stanton, Judge, Gary Sanchez. You got Martinez there, Benintendi, Mookie Betts. I mean, that kid is insane.
Yeah, he's no Mookie Wilson.
Manny Machado. Anyways, I put on my old FRGM hat, and I came up with some trade scenarios. It would never happen. How about number 27, Matt Kemp, to the Diamondbacks?
Oof.
I know. But look at it this way. The Dodgers want him gone primarily for the salary relief.
Okay.
Arizona clearly has the money to spend with the reported six-figure offer they had to JD Martinez.
Okay.
And, they're in pretty dire need of a power-hitting outfielder. Right fielder probably is preferred. So in a world where there are no rivalries and everyone gets a participation trophy, Matt Kemp at Chase Field, seen here, makes a whole lot of sense. But let's look a little more realistic here. LA and Arizona, they're not teaming up on a trade.
No.
Directly. In fact, only once in history, I looked this up, once in history have the Dodgers and Diamondbacks ever teamed up on a trade.
Okay.
And you don't think about it until you hear it. January 11th, 2005, the Los Angeles Dodgers send John Green to Arizona for catcher Deanna Navarro and others. However, this was something...
We won that trade,
Yes.
for sure.
It was something of a non-traditional trade, as earlier that day, Navarro had come from the Yankees in exchange for a 900 or a 41-year-old Randy Johnson. They got the highly coveted Navarro and the aforementioned others again.
Well, who is now a Dodger legend?
Yeah,
Deanna Navarro.
Others? Oh, I thought you were talking about the others. So in that same vein, let's talk about a trade rumor that has gone on for what feels like decades. Matt Kemp to Milwaukee for notorious PED lover and user, 2011 MVP, AL MVP, Ryan Braun.
I remember when I first heard about this, I was a senior in high school in the year 2000 when they were talking about this trade.
Yeah. This has gone on too long. So this was actually brought up by Blake at Dodgers Nation. So check that out on DodgersNation.com.
Yes.
There are some holes though in that deal too. Seeing how Braun has a no trade clause with the 10-5 rights. He also doesn't really have a true position though in Milwaukee anymore with the additions they've made.
Absolutely.
So maybe it's time for greener pastures. So who did the Dodgers get back in return? I don't know. I'm not a GM. I just have the hat. So don't ask me. They surely get the additional salary relief for 2018 and beyond. Relief that could be used maybe at the trade deadline this year or, as everybody loves to say, a Bryce Harper run next off season.
Yep.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts? You're the expert general manager here. You're
I'm the agent.
You're the agent.
Yeah, I'm the agent.
So I'm GMing to you.
Yes. So my first course of action is we need to get you like a big Pope hat. So that'll be like your GM
I need a
hat.
hat.
I like
hat
that.
Sponsors out there. I'm looking.
I would like to see this trade happen with Milwaukee. I wouldn't mind having Braun on the team. My issue is just what are we swapping for each other as far as salaries go?
I did leave something out of there. So
go ahead.
The pomp and circumstance of it all, as Vinny would say. So I actually wanted to get Braun. Thank you, Vin. Braun from Milwaukee.
Okay.
And trade him to Arizona. That's probably a big part that I missed of my story.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Yes.
Because I was thinking you are the worst goddamn GM in history with what
Clearly
you
I
initially
am.
had said.
I've been drinking.
You've had 2 drinks of that tonight.
I've had 2 sips, and I'm wearing my sweater, and it's hot all of a sudden on this rainy Friday.
I would say that then I would be fine with it. Granted, it's hard to send a guy like Ryan Braun to a rival. I mean, that's tough
even
to
Kemp.
see.
It's hard to see Kemp go,
It's
too.
hard to see Kemp go as well. But I mean, the big thing is we definitely need to clear up some cap space for next season, not only to go after a Machado or a Bryce Harper or someone like that, but also to re-sign Kershaw, who is 100% going to sign out of his deal.
He would be dumb to not opt out.
Absolutely. He might as well get one more huge payday while he still can. I'd be fine with that because we do have 2 years left on that Matt Kemp deal.
Yeah.
And even if he is much improved this year, at some point he's going to start dating Rihanna again. He's going to get fat again.
He's back home in L.A.
He's back home in L.A. He's going to start hanging out at Clipper games for some reason. It's just going to, he's going to become Matt Kemp again. And so I'd like to be able to sell high as soon as humanly possible. And don't get me wrong. Love Matt Kemp. Always have. But I'm also, you have to be realistic at some point. And generally, I'm not a realistic person.
No.
I've probably said, let's trade Matt Kemp about 600 times while he was in the Dodger uniform during his almost MVP 2011
You said the
season.
same thing about Kershaw daily and yearly and starts.
I stick to that. Trade Kershaw for Mad Bum.
Terrible GM, okay agent.
Yeah. Get you a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Alex Cobb would have been signed if you were his agent.
Oh, yeah. The 1 year, $600 million deal.
It's a good deal, but I don't know. I'd like to see something like that happen. But either way, we'll see on opening day Matt Kemp.
Yes.
Starting left fielder against Madison Bumgarner.
Sounds good.
So that's been the show.
Yeah.
Be sure to visit DodgersNation.com for breaking Dodgers news, analysis, and opinion. Like and share this video, please. And subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by searching for HFT Sports. Or HFTS Ports, as we always mess up. Find Kevin and FRG, who is me, on Instagram and Twitter at Kev is your friend, because he finally fixed it.
Fixed it all.
Kev is your friend, or the real FRG, just at real FRG. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes.
Yeah, we have a podcast as well.
Yes.
It's not just video.
We're focusing on this a lot right now, but the podcast is coming back. And we talk about all sports.
Yes.
And on social media and with our email, send us any questions, happyfuntimesports@gmail.com.
We will answer your questions on the air.
Yeah, you can have your own segment. We'll feature you, a screenshot, the whole thing.
Yep, we'll call it Jeff.
So, we'll see you next week, and go blue.
Go blue.